Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In previous lecture, we have studied regarding designation of curve by arc definition and by chord definition. Also, we have seen the different elements for the circular curve. In this lecture, we are going to study regarding methods for curve setting, then what is meant by peg interval, and then location of tangent points in a circular curve. So starting with methods of curve setting or curve ranging. The methods for setting out curves may be divided into two classes according to the instrument used for setting up the curve. First method is called as linear or chain and tape method. So in these linear methods or by linear methods, curves are set by using chain and tape only. Second type is angular methods, or it is also called as instrumental methods. In instrumental methods, the various instrument, particularly theodolite or chain, or both are employed for setting out the curve. Next slide. Now, in setting out the curve, the peg interval plays very important role. So we have to study in detail what is meant by peg interval. Peg interval in usual practice is to fix up different pegs at equal interval along the length of the curve. The interval between the peg is usually 20 meter or 30 meter, or strictly speaking, this interval must be measured as arc intercept between them. However, as it is necessarily measured along the chord, the curve consists of series of chords rather than the arcs. In other words, the length of the chord is assumed to be equal to be that of the length of arc. Next slide. In order that the difference in length between the arc and chord may be negligible, the length of the chord should not be more than 1/20th of the radius of the curve. The length of unit chord is therefore 30 meter for flat curves, 20 meter for sharp curves, and 10 meter or less for very sharp curve. So depending upon the type of curve, we have to consider the unit length of the chord. Next, when the curve is of smaller radius, the peg interval are considered to be long. Peg interval are considered to be along the arc, and the length of the corresponding chords are calculated to locate the pegs. Next slide. Location of tangent points in circular curve. Now, these tangent points T1 and T2 are the starting and end points of the curve. So first of all, while setting out the curve, we have to locate these tangent points, say T1 and T2. And for location of these tangent points, the procedure is as below. First one, having fixed the direction of the tangents, produce them so that they meet at a point called as B, or it is also known as intersection point. Set up the theodolite at the intersection point B and measure the angle of intersection T1 B T2, and this angle is denoted as A, angle of intersection. Now from this, find the deflection angle phi by the equation I plus phi is equal to 180 degree, because these two angles are in a straight line. So summation of angle I and angle phi is always 180 degree. Next slide. Third step is calculate the tangent lengths from the formula tangent length is equal to BT1 is equal to BT2 is equal to OT1 into tan of phi by 2, or OT1 is nothing but radius of the curve, so R into tan of phi by 2. So knowing the R and by knowing the phi, we can find out the tangent length, maybe rear tangent and the forward tangent. Fourth point, locate the position of T1 by measuring the tangent length backward along the rear tangent AB from the intersection point B. Similarly, locate the position of point T2 by measuring the same distance along the forward tangent BC from B. So, from this figure, by knowing this R and by knowing this phi, we can find out the radius of the curve, and then from the radius we can find out the tangent length T1b and T2b by the formula, and then whatever the tangent length we have calculated, that tangent length we have to set from point B up to T1. So whatever the distance we are getting at that point, we have to fix up the position of first tangent point, and similarly we have calculated the length of BT2, that is second tangent, so that distance we have to lay from B, and with that distance we will get the position of second tangent point T2. So in this way we can set the tangent points T1 and T2, that is starting point of the curve and the end point of the curve. So this is enough in this lecture. If you have any query, you can call me on my personal phone number. Thank you.